Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight for our new moon in Aquarius yoga practice. My name is Linda. This is Fit Mind Body Conditioning, and I'm so delighted that you're here with us tonight. So for tonight, I've got a lot of things planned for you. First, let's talk a little astrology. So yes, we have the new moon that's in Aquarius in its final degrees. Sun is moving into Pisces tomorrow, so if you're experiencing a lot of that dreamlike kind of state and things are not quite as clear as they typically are, that's that movement. But also, of course, we have a partial solar eclipse on this new moon. So this is basically a sign that tensions that you set perhaps at the winter solstice or you've been setting up until this point, this is pretty much the last opportunity to release whatever you don't want to bring in with you into this next cycle. There's a lot of potent astrology going on this week, a significant event, the Neptune-Saturn conjunction in Aries on Friday, huge, but a lot of other things. And even tonight, or today, sweetness of Venus conjunct North Node. So it's just a very interesting time in our sky, so please be gentle to yourself, kind to yourself. And that's what our practice is going to highlight this evening. So we're going to start with just warming the body in a welcoming kind of way, acknowledging the innovator, the rebel that is Aquarius as we move into a more dreamy Pisces. I will do Chandra Namaskar with you again this time through. And then I'm also going to introduce some handstands or inverted balance poses. And I'll give you a bunch of variations if you're new to doing that kind of work. There's lots of different ways that you can do that. But basically the purpose of those is to give you a new perspective as we're moving into this very innovative, visionary time where as a collective, we need to start coming together and working together to make real change. So for tonight, if you are using stones or crystals as part of your practice, think about what's going to help with third eye opening, and then at least one stone for rooting. Okay, so choices that I've made for tonight, for example. Lapis lazuli. This one is for, what are we using this one for tonight? Tonight we're using this one for guidance. So this one is for guidance. And then I have Labradorite here. Labradorite is for tonight. We're using this for protection from negative energy. And I had really negative energy come my way on February 6th, was predicted because of what Venus was doing. So very much I was kind of in alignment and saw what was happening and kind of nipped it in the bud, but still want to protect yourself from that kind of negative energy as we shut the door on these kinds of things. I've also got a little bit of amethyst. So I've got an amethyst, and for tonight I'm using amethyst for, again, clarity. So again, that third eye clarity, and then also for transforming negative patterns. And for myself, there's some specific ones that I am releasing and letting go of in terms of partnership dynamics. So that's what this piece is. And then finally, the last one I have, this one, of course, those three are associated with third eye chakra. This one, black tourmaline, is associated with protection and purification, and that is for root. So we're going to root that one right here. Also for tonight's practice, I want to deepen at the end. So if you do have a yoga strap, I would encourage you to take that out. I will be drawing another card tonight, drawing a collective card for us as a community. And as well, I'm going to take you through a practice that I did with my spiritual community last night. I thought it was really cool because we are working with an air element in Aquarius. So if you have a stick of incense, go ahead and grab that as well. And then finally, your candle for your meditation. I'm choosing a blue one. Blue is about so many things: loyalty, truth, wisdom, calm, patience. What else do we associate with blue candle? Peace, protection, justice, and then of course healing. So again, any of those pieces that you would like to use to enhance your practice tonight, I strongly encourage you to gather those up. So candle of your choice. For Aquarius, blue or purple is typically going to be an appropriate choice. Any crystals that you want to work with, a stick of incense, and if you are wanting to work with a yoga strap, go ahead and grab that also. Water if you need it, and when you're ready, after you've got things collected, you're going to go ahead and just join me here in mountain pose, releasing your shoulders down and back, and we'll just start off with some breathing meditation. Releasing your shoulder blades down and back. Feel free to close your eyes or soft focus your eyes. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Feel the crown of the head stretching towards the sky. Feeling your feet grounded into your mat, adjusting as you need to feel supported in your base. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, let's draw the arms up and overhead. And as we exhale, allow them just to float down, reaching away from center. Inhale and exhale. If you like, you can allow the head to start to move with those arms. So as we inhale, looking up towards the sky. And as we exhale, allowing the chin to drop gently to the chest. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Now this time on the inhale, just your right arm. Inhale, open up through the side body. And then as we exhale, releasing down, switching sides. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling. On your next inhale, draw both arms up to the sky. And as we exhale, we twist and just gaze over the back shoulder. Inhale. Exhaling as we twist the other direction. Just letting that flow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling back to center. And then as we exhale, arms come down to our sides. This time as we inhale, soft knees as we back bend. And then exhale as we round forward. Inhaling back bending, hands to the lower back for support. And then we exhale, forward fold. And as we start flowing through, allow yourself to ease through the hip sockets, reaching towards the ground. Inhale. And exhaling. Now staying down here in our forward fold, we inhale, look up towards me for monkey pose. And then as we exhale, releasing back down. Inhale as we swoop up to standing. And then exhale to chair pose. And inhaling up. Exhale as we swan dive into forward fold. Inhale, gazing upward, monkey pose. And then exhaling, releasing down. Now this time we're going to step back with one leg, dropping the knee down. Inhaling as we lift. And then exhale, release down. Come up to the back toes. Inhale as we step forward. Exhaling into our forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep up to standing. And exhaling, chair pose. Inhaling up. Exhaling as we swan dive. Inhaling, monkey pose. And exhaling, releasing down. Stepping back with the other foot this time. Gently drop the knee down. Inhaling as we lift up. And exhaling, releasing down. Curl the back toes under. Step together, forward fold. Exhaling as we release down. Inhale, circle sweep to standing. And then exhale to chair. And inhaling up. Exhale as we swan dive. Inhaling, monkey pose. Exhale, releasing down. Stepping back again with that other side. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, releasing down. Stepping back for the other foot to join it. Exhale as we release back. Extended child's pose. Inhale. And then exhale, stepping forward with the other foot. Inhale as we lift up. Exhaling, releasing down. Curl your back toes under. Step forward to forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep standing. And exhale, chair pose. Inhaling up. Exhaling as we swan dive. Inhaling, monkey pose. Exhaling and releasing down. Stepping back, for me it's my left foot. Dropping to the knee. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Other foot steps back to join it. Exhale. Now inhale as we draw forward into a modified plank. Exhale as we lower to the mat. Inhale, lifting through the chest for Cobra pose. And then exhale, releasing down. Inhale as we step forward with the other foot. Exhaling, back bending. Inhaling. And as we exhale, hands come down, step forward into forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep to stand. And exhale, chair pose. Inhaling up. Exhaling as we swan dive. Inhaling up, monkey pose. Exhaling, releasing down. Stepping back with the other foot, gently drop to your knee. Inhaling up. And exhaling. Stepping back with the other foot. Inhaling. And then exhale to extend child's pose. Inhale as we draw forward to a modified plank. Exhale as we lower to the mat. Inhale, lifting, Cobra pose. And then exhale back. Extended child's pose. Inhale as we drop forward with the other foot. Exhale as we back. Inhale. And then we exhale, hands draw down, tuck the toes under. Stepping forward. And exhaling into forward. Inhale, circle sweep to standing. And exhale, chair. Now holding in chair pose, I'm going to give you some options. Hands can come to heart center. You might choose to draw up and balance on your toes. You might choose to go to one leg or a kickstand. See what feels good for you. Just let your gaze be downward in a natural position for your neck. And just allow yourself to feel the balance. Inhaling and exhaling. Now inhale Inhale as we draw all the way up, both feet down. Exhale, your hands down. Inhale, and the arms up. Exhale, back to chair pose. You can stay here or inhaling. Exhale, hands heart center. And again, choosing to balance on your toes. Maybe you're doing a kickstand for one leg. Just give yourself the option that feels good in your body. Inhale. And exhale. A couple more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale as we draw all the way back up to center. Exhale, our hands down. Mountain pose. Inhale. And exhale. Again, we inhale. And exhale. Now one more breath, inhale. And exhale. Inhale with the arms up. And as we exhale, just leaning to one side. Holding. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. To the side. And exhale. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Inhale as we draw up, opening the arms, opening the stance. And exhale into a goddess pose. Strong through the body. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Next time, inhale as we lengthen out. Turn your back toes in, the other toes to the side. As we exhale, tilting through the body into our first triangle pose. Gaze can be down or upwards. Inhaling. And exhaling. Again, we inhale. And exhale. One more breath, inhaling. And this time as we exhale, releasing the arms down, pivot through the back foot as the feet face each other. We inhale. And as we exhale, releasing the forehead down towards the shin, here in pyramid pose. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. Now this time inhale as we shift the weight forward on the front leg. Exhale as we release the knee down and draw back to a happy pose. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing easy. Inhale. And exhale. Another deep breath. Inhale. And this time as we exhale, releasing the hands down, pivot towards me. Dropping through the heel. And just taking it into a low lunge. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. One more breath, inhale. And exhaling. Now inhale as we shift the weight over. And then as we exhale, gently lower yourself into your side lunge. Low lunge on the other side. Inhaling. And exhaling. Again, inhaling. And exhaling. One more breath, inhaling. And then as we exhale, release the toes, pivoting, and gently setting the knee down as we find our half moon pose on this side. Inhale. inhale. And as we exhale, releasing the hands down, we're curling our back toes under, gently walking that in, inhaling. And as we exhale, releasing down into pyramid pose here. Deep, easy breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Deep, easy inhale. Exhale, releasing, lengthening, deepening. One more breath, inhaling. And as we exhale, soften the knees. We'll pivot the back foot so that we're in a warrior pose. Shifting your hand position, and as we exhale, gently drawing up, triangle pose on this side. Inhaling. And exhaling. And inhaling. And exhale. Another deep breath, inhale. And as we exhale, soften the knees, gently drawing up. And again, finding goddess pose on this side. Inhaling. And exhaling. Another deep breath, inhaling. And exhaling. One more breath, inhale. As we exhale, releasing, stepping together. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the other direction. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. Find a little more length and opening. One more breath, inhaling. Exhaling, coming back to center. We inhale. And as we exhale, stepping wide again, finding our goddess pose. Inhaling. And exhaling. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. And exhale. Now inhale as we draw up. Give it the back foot, find the warrior stance there. And then as we exhale, finding our triangle pose. Inhale. And again, head position is optional here. Looking up towards the top hand is a little more challenging than looking forward or looking down. Please choose a place in your practice that feels good for you. Inhale. And exhaling. Another deep breath, inhaling. And exhaling. Last time, inhaling. And as we exhale, soften that forward knee, pivoting on the back foot so the feet are facing in the same direction. Exhaling, extending down. Pyramid pose. Surrendering, releasing, lengthening. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath, inhale. Exhaling, softening that forward knee as you draw forward, gently setting your back knee down. Find some stability, inhaling. And as we exhale, back bending, half moon pose on the side. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath, inhale. Exhaling as we release down. Give it towards me. Gently releasing and finding your low lunge on this side. And inhaling. And exhaling. Lengthening, releasing, surrendering. And exhaling. One more time, inhaling. And as we exhale, gently switch over to the other side. Release again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now one more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, releasing down, pivoting in the other direction, rocking your back. Find stability, inhaling as we bend. Exhaling back bend. And exhale. Now one more breath, inhale. Exhaling. Release down, tuck your back toes under. Walk feet at a comfortable distance, and then releasing back and down into pyramid pose. Allowing yourself to surrender and deepen, holding in a place that's comfortable in your body. Resisting the temptation to let your ego dictate practice. Just allowing yourself to be. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath, inhaling. And as we exhale, soften that forward knee, pivot through the back foot. And then we're opening up and finding triangle pose on the side. Inhale. And exhale. And inhaling. And exhale. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, softening the knees, gently drawing up, finding our knees. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, releasing, step inhaling the arms up to the center. And exhale as we trace the midline. Just allow the hands to come to rest at heart center. Inhale. Gently observe the so whatever that journey took you to, our Chandra Namaskar this evening, knowledge, release. Turning the attention now to our third eye. So we're going to turn our world upside down and challenge ourselves to see things from a new perspective. You take it to the short end of the mat, and I'm positioned close to a wall by design. So if you're not close to a wall, you may want to position your mat so that you are close to a wall. We'll inhale the arms up. And then as we exhale, swan dive into forward fold. And gently walk the hands forward. Inhaling. And then as we exhale, release to downward facing dog. So this is your first option or your first inversion. If this is really good for your body, you can always stay here. If you'd like to challenge yourself in your down dog, I'm going to walk us a little closer to the wall. We're actually going to do the down dog from the wall. So it's like this. Notice where my head and neck position are. This is not a handstand. Soften your knees. You'll step the feet down one at a time. Walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale as you draw up. And exhale, release the arms down. Stay here in mountain pose. We inhale. And exhale. inhale the arms up. And as we exhale, squat down again, forward fold. Soft release this time as we walk our hands forward. And I'm going to give you the option of resting on your forearms if you choose to do it this way. So from here, this would be a dolphin pose. I am not going to do it this way because I'm still just recovering from my ulnar nerve surgery, so being on my elbows is not the best. But you can be here and do the same kind of movement that we did with our down dog. Only from there it would be an elevated dolphin pose. So what you see me doing now, this is called an L position. I want you to notice where my head is relative to my arms. From here, I'm actually in a position where I can take it up both hands if I receive. Find it where space is. See what feels good in your body. The first one leg and the other. Inhale up. And exhale. Let's try one more. Inhale up. Exhale, let's squat dive down. This time I'm going to inhale, look up monkey pose. Exhale down. Perhaps keep the hands where they were, and perhaps walking them up a little more. Speed up. And once again, finding your belt position. Swallow through the body, some please. Coming down, one foot at a time. Inhale as you drop. Exhale, the arms down. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Exhale as we squat dive down. This up, knees, walk your hands forward. Gently draw yourself to your mat. I'd like you to grab your yoga strap now. We're going to deepen into our practice before we get to meditation tonight. So taking your yoga strap and just creating a very easy and loose circle. We're going to gently take it to the center of your mat. I'm just going to have you wrap it around the foot that is closest towards me. We're going to soften through the knee as we gently relax down onto our backs, releasing the leg down and gently just drawing the knee in. Soften the knee rather than locking out. Just breathing easy. As we exhale, perhaps we're drawing that knee a little closer. Deep, easy breaths. Inhale, and feeling the calf muscle on the opposite leg pressing into the mat. Another deep breath, inhaling. Holding the strap with the same side arm, we inhale. And as we exhale, open the opposite arm, open the leg up, and gently allow the leg to open. Being mindful that you're keeping the opposite hip down. I am pretty flexible through my hips, so if you're feeling the opposite hip coming up, consider bringing that leg up a little more. So resist the ego temptation that bigger is better, deeper is better, lower is better. There's only what feels good in your body at this moment. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. Right, one more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, drawing that leg back to center. I'm switching hands now. Inhaling, and as we exhale, opposite arm opens up. Exhaling, twisting across the body. And again, just taking this to a place that feels comfortable. This time, yes, absolutely, the hips are lifting. Just gently twisting. If you'd like a little more, feel free to lengthen that leg and draw upward. And feel that in the outside aspect of your leg, your IT band area. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. And one more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, softening the knee, bending, we're rolling onto our side as we're exchanging hands. And gently drawing back here, stretching out to the quadriceps. Inhaling. And exhaling. Resisting, draw the hip forward, even as you resist your foot into the strap. Inhale. And exhale. Taking one more deep breath, inhale. And as we exhale, soften through the knee, releasing through the strap, we're rolling onto our back, and we're switching sides. Just putting the foot into the strap, opposite side, inhaling. And as we exhale, drawing that other side open. Lengthening through your knee, keeping that extended. Keeping this hip extended as well, feeling the calf muscle releasing down. Inhale. And exhale. Easy breaths. Be mindful how much you're feeling this. This is the particular muscle, this little guy right back here that I've been feeling. And that one is so critically important. We often think about gastrocsoleus, hamstrings, but this little dude right behind your knee, and you pop that, it takes a while to heal. Again, we take a deep breath, inhaling, and exhaling, drawing a little deeper if it's comfortable to do so. Now, one more breath, inhale, open up the arm, and then as we exhale, drop that side open. Just let the leg release. And again, very mindful that this hip is staying down, so I'm not here, I'm here. So if that means you don't open as much, that's okay. Again, it's not a competition, I can't even see you. So allow yourself to be comfortable in your body. Inhaling. And another deep breath, inhaling and exhaling. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, draw that leg back to center. We're switching hands, allowing the other arm to open, inhaling. And as we exhale, moving across the body here. And just allowing yourself to twist. Again, feel free to gaze in the opposite direction if that feels good in your body. Feeling this through your IT band, your hip, to your knee, this aspect. Again, if you want a little more, you can draw that strap a little bit higher upward. Inhale. And exhale. And then as we exhale, soften that knee, gently on the strap, release behind ourselves. And we're right here stretching out the quadriceps on this side. Inhale. And exhale. More breaths here, inhaling. And exhaling. One more breath, inhale. And as we exhale, softening through the knee, releasing through the strap. And let's just draw ourselves up. Put our strap aside for now. Let's get ready to meditate. So, as I had mentioned, Aquarius is an air sign, so we are going to be releasing to air tonight. So before we bring in our intention, grab your incense stick. We're going to light that incense. Your last opportunity as the eclipse in this new moon provides one final opportunity, one final opening. What are you releasing tonight? You're going to write it in air. So releasing negative patterns. Releasing feelings of scarcity. Releasing feelings of not being enough. Releasing all that does not serve you. So as we've considered what we're releasing, now let's consider what we want to bring in. So as always, I'm going to draw a collective card, and because Aquarius is also a rebel, also concerned with the collective, what is our collective intention that we'll meditate on this evening? I love these Rebel Soul cards. They're really, really beautifully done. I actually have this goddess framed in a portrait in my living room. What do you have for us tonight? Oh, that one popped right out. Let's see what we have. This is a good one for us. Let me show you. So with all that's going on in the world, just because someone tries to give you a bad time does not mean you have to take it. So for tonight's meditation, gazing into our calm, our loyalty, our wisdom, opening our third eye, and even looking at the patterns that both the candle smoke and the incense smoke are intertwining and creating. Finding your comfortable seated position, soft cross legs, lotus pose, half lotus pose, gentle mudra with the hands. Gazing at that flame, noticing the smoke patterns. What does resistance look like for you in this season? Just a little fire spread. Gaze into that flame. In and exhale. Releasing the hands, inhaling the arms up. As we exhale, tracing the eyes through the midline, finding our third eye and taking a moment and resting in here. Practice tonight is dedicated to opening our third eye, awakening our intuition, our introspection, our ability to have clarity even when the world is in chaos, even when the world is distorted, even when deep fakes and falsities and fake news are pervasive. Clarity remains. Noticing the patterns of this movement. And after we finish our practice tonight, I'd like you to gather up the incense ash, take it in your hand once it's cool, and blow to release it into air. Thank you once again, as always. It's my honor and my privilege for you to join me for this practice, which for me is sacred. I've been doing for more than 50 years of my life. My name is Linda. Thank you again. Namaste.